Yeah, I was just calling in response to your inquiry with Miss Bell, your first grade student teacher, about Black History Month. And so I know that you were reaching out to her about that. And I just wanted to clarify with you, our curriculum, the amount of time we have in the classroom with our students is very minimal, being a virtual school. And so we are really tight with instructing our reading with our students. Our students come in low, and we want to make the reading gains with our students. Our goal is to develop readers. And I know that Ms. Bell has put some Black history things in her newsletter, and she also has added it to Class Kick. But our instructional time is so limited that we do stay very closely to our reading instruction. But the beauty of our model is that you have time to spend swapping out the social studies, the history time, the science time, art, music, even including art and music in Black history, if that's what you choose to do. I know that I was also a learning coach with my own 4 students here at OHVA for several years, and the libraries are full of, Black history stories at this time of year that are out front and center for you to pick up. So that's what I would recommend. And if you can't make it to the library, then, online there's lots and lots of opportunities for you to do, dive deep into Black history this month. So I know that she said you were reaching out to her about that.
Okay. And you said you were who?
I'm the K2 principal for OHVA.
Okay. What I was asking was what were you having any mention of Black History Month? That this month is Black History Month, not to change your curriculum. I just asked one.
Okay.
I've just been asking her, do you let the children know that February is Black History Month?
Okay. So she has placed that in her newsletter, and she's also added it to Class Kick assignments. So through the assignments, for sure, the students will see that. And then the newsletter, I know that's for parents to read, but they can also utilize that curriculum, whatever she's provided in the newsletter that comes out on a weekly basis. She's added some resources there for parents to use with their students. So that's 2 areas that she's provided. We do not, our curriculum, again, in the classroom, we stay really tight with our reading instruction because every minute counts. I tell the teachers every single time that I meet with them, every minute counts because we have a small amount of time with them in the classroom.
Okay. The only reason why I asked is because we spent quite a bit of time discussing Valentine's Day and how to send cards backwards and forward to each other. So I was just asking, why wasn't it mentioned to the students?
So you did that in the classroom?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Well, I wasn't aware of that. That's not part of our curriculum.
Even Christmas. Is Christmas not part of your curriculum? And
yeah,
wait. It was the holiday season. We did several things for the holiday. We did several things for Thanksgiving. I was just asking. That's all. I was just
So the week of Thanksgiving, the 2 days of Thanksgiving, we do not have a set curriculum because we have so many students that are out that we don't have a normal schedule. So Thanksgiving is just an open, those are fun sessions.
I'm not exactly sure where we're taking this conversation. I said it was mention of other holidays and other events. I was just asking, as in Thanksgiving, as we made our way to Thanksgiving, it was discussed how Thanksgiving and we've discussed Easter, we've discussed all these different Just the
I
event.
don't think so. We
Okay.
don't discuss Easter or Christmas.
Okay. Well, I was in the class and it wasn't like, ma'am, okay. That's fine. I just asked his teacher, did you mention February is Black History Month to the children? That's all I asked. That's it. That's all. That's all I
Okay.
asked. And mention of everything else, we discussed President's Day because that's Monday. We discussed why the kids aren't in school Monday. So that's all I was asking. Please don't. That's all I was asking. Is Monday coming up when the kids don't have school? Is that President's Day?
That would be correct. Yeah.
Okay. So is it fair to just ask, hey, was it mentioned? That's all. That's all. You mentioned
So
all the other.
is this
You
Willie's first year with OHVA?
Okay, whether his first year or his 10th year, be between the months that he's been associated going there.
Mom,
No.
On her phone.
No, it's not. I'm not talking to Miss Bell. Go in.
Miss Bell on the screen and her in class.
Okay, here's my question. All the other events that took place were spoken about. So I'm just asking, why wasn't it mentioned? That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I'm not trying to rewrite because you have Bible classes and that's a lot because K-12 has on several different occasions discussed about the Bible. But listen.
Yeah, we have clubs.
I gave you a chance and you're not giving me one. Would you like me to be quiet again so you could speak?
No, I thought you took a pause so I could
I
answer
took
the
a
question.
pause to take a
But I'd be
breath.
happy to allow you to talk. Go ahead.
Okay. Only thing I'm asking is if you offer Bible classes.
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't?
No, we don't. We offer clubs.
Okay.
We have different clubs.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not a Bible class. It's a Bible club. If you offer Bible club that has been shown on the screen several times in several different variations, I just asked, is it possible that we mention that is Black History Month this month? That's it. That's all. I'm not trying to cause a revolution or anything. And I thought Miss Bell and I had a rapport to where I could ask her a question without you calling me and trying to take it to another level. I'm not trying to take it to any level. I just asked Miss Bell, do we mention Black History Month? And I am very attentive to what's going on that computer. So I hear every other holiday mentioned, whether you want to discuss it or not, as well as not just Miss Bell. It's everyone else that my son has class with has discussed different holidays and things of that nature. Okay? They've discussed Thanksgiving. They've discussed Christmas. They've made Christmas ornaments. They did things for Thanksgiving. Okay? So only thing I'm asking you, do they do anything or any type of mention for Black History Month? Since you're the principal of K-12, are you the principal of Ohio or are you the principal globally?
So, Ohio Virtual Academy.
Okay, so you're in charge of that. So Ohio, I'm asking you if they've had discussions with all of these other holidays, why is it so offensive? Because I asked, why wasn't it mentioned that February is Black History Month. That is it. That is all I asked. And you, again, have called me the way you have called me. I never look forward to your call because it's always condescending. I thought it was Miss Bell calling me back because of the discussion we had. And it was just asking her, hey, Miss Bell, I want to know if you're discussing Black history because I want to piggyback off of what you're saying. That's what I sent her as a message through text. So, you telling me that your school does not do all these other holidays, for you to be a principal and you're not aware that we have celebrated all of these holidays and mention of all of these holidays, that's all I'm talking to you about, okay? And you can't tell me as a parent, I don't sit my son in front of that computer and not listen to what's going on and be proactive. I hear them talking.
That you are aware and that you are there with your son while education is happening, because we have a lot of families that do not do that. And then we have students that are going a little crazy in the classroom, which you've probably seen. So I'll have a conversation with Miss Bell, but Easter hasn't even happened. So you won't be hearing anything about Easter. If you hear things coming into the classroom, sometimes kids mention things. First of all, I'll have a conversation with her about what's going in.
Listen, stop for one second. My question is with you. Yes or no? Listen, you're not giving me a chance to ask the question before you answer it. My question is, I have heard every holiday mentioned through your school, not through just Miss Bell, but through every other assembly and everything else. I have heard every holiday discussed. I just asked you simply as the president, as the principal, will there be any mention, yes or no, of Black History Month?
We have it in the newsletter going out to parents.
Listen to what I'm saying. You're not hearing me. Not to parents. Discussing it with our students. Yes or no, will the teacher... Here's the question. Yes or...
No, we are not teaching a lesson with Black History Month.
Okay, well then, we've been on this phone for 13 minutes for you to skate around no. And no is the... Listen. The nature of your call... No, you've never just said no. This is the first time. So the nature of your call, being the principal of K-12, is telling me that...
And again, I'm the K-2 principal of the Ohio Virtual Academy. I announced myself when I called you that I am the K-2 principal of Ohio Virtual Academy.
Okay.
So we do not celebrate holidays in class. Sometimes students do bring up holidays.
The teachers... Stop saying that this is something that the students do, and it's not something. Listen, it's not just Miss Bell. Stop. I don't want you to go and criticize her curriculum. It's not just Miss Bell. It's every teacher that an assembly that we have had discusses every holiday. But Black History Month is what I'm telling you, and I'm not going to stop or skate from
tell me
that.
What other assemblies have you been on so that I
Ma'am,
can
oh my God. We do things we've done and projects for Thanksgiving. Go through my son's recorded conversations around each and every holiday. And someone has spoken to him from K-12 or Ohio Virtual Academy. I don't want this to sound like a witch hunt, because there has, on every occasion, even for Valentine's Day, let's discuss that. There's a portal specially made for the children to send correspondence backwards and forward to each other.
It was made by parents.
Listen, whether
it was made by staff.
Whether
That was
whoever made it, it's
It was
it.
it was made by parents.
Okay, it was made by parents. So you mean to tell me if I create something to represent Black History Month, who do I send that to get it incorporated?
I saw on Facebook parents that were signing up, and I don't know how they were doing that.
I'm
So
not
I can't
asking you about that
really tell you.
Valentine's Day thing. I'm not asking you about that. I'm saying you said parents give you information because I've been trying for the longest to be part of one of your parents to reach out to other parents. Listen, I've been trying to become one of those parents to reach out to other parents. I've reached out to K-12 as well as Ohio Virtual Academy. So you're telling me that you went online and saw these other mothers and fathers and whoever caregivers saying this is something they can implement. I'm telling you because you and I clearly have a personal connection. So I'm asking you, how can I give you information regarding Black History Month that you could implement now, since you go to the social media to pick information up? How can I give you information to incorporate something for Black history?
Okay, so I don't manage the K2 Facebook, but you can go to the K2 Facebook, and there's parents. You would have to, join this K2 Facebook, and there's a K2 Facebook account. I don't know if are you on Facebook?
Here's the question I asked you. Maybe you didn't hear me. Since you told me that you saw parents on social media and it was something that you wanted to implement, how do I have my ideas, since you and I are speaking right now? You and I are having a conversation. You're on my phone. We don't have to go through the third party of social media. I'm asking you, what do I need? What information can I give to you as a parent that you would publicize with your teachers and everything for K-12, since you publicized something for Valentine's Day that you saw just on social media?
No, I'm sorry, you misunderstood. I did not publicize anything.
Okay, since it was publicized, because you told me that.
K2 Facebook, and they said, I would like anybody out there want to swap Valentine cards, PM me. That's what I saw on the K2 Facebook.
Okay, again, we're so focused on the Valentine's Day. I'm asking you. Here's the question. Here's the question I've asked you, and I'm going to ask you again. Since you and I are on this phone right now communicating, what can I, as a parent, make sure that is out there for Black History Month?
Right. So as a parent, our parents have Black history information in our K2 newsletter. That information is available to the parents in our K2 newsletter.
I want it to go to the students. Let's start over. You have a Valentine's Day. You have a Valentine's Day program that you have given to the students that they have heard about all week long, talking about Valentine's Day.
I'm going to go back and check with Miss Bell, because if that's the case, I'll put a stop to it.
Okay, so you want to put a stop to Valentine's Day on Thursday, where the kids don't have school Friday. So it's too late to do anything regarding that. The question I ask here, just answer one question. You're not answering the one question. The one question is, if there was a program implemented that you saw on social media or somebody else saw on social media and said, hey, we want these kids to do this for Valentine's Day. This is a good idea and we love it. I love it as a parent. That's wonderful. So the kids talked about it. It was a buzz with the kids because it was introduced to the children. Here's what I'm asking you. What do I need to do from our conversation that you and I are physically having to implement something to be added to K-12 and Ohio Virtual Academy regarding Black History Month?
I cannot. I don't have an answer for that because I feel like we're already doing that. So I'm asking Darcy right now about the Valentine's Day since I'm on the phone with you.
Okay.
Chatting her and seeing what's going.
Hey, do you want me to do you a favor? Do you want me to do you a favor? I know you don't have an answer, and I know what your answer is. How about, as always, you and I agree to disagree, and you scurry off the phone with me as another indicator that you don't want to have a conversation with me. Please stop calling. Listen. Not one time, not once have you called me and any issues have been resolved. Not one time have you called me through the whole semester that my son has been in K-12 that you have not started your conversation with a condescending tone. Not one time. Not one time have you dared to resolve any issues. We, as always, are done with this conversation because you call me thinking that you are going to tell me what to do as if I am a child with no thought process. And again, we are right where we always are, and we are about to be off this phone call. Please, the next time you call me, please make sure that you have your ducks in a row. I think 10 spaces ahead. You need to start the next time you call me. Do you hear me? Each time you've called me, I've cut you down. Each time, stop calling me unless you're ready for these conversations, unless you're ready for Tanya Hegler. That's the next time you call me. You understand? Don't call me talking about you going to talk to that teacher who is doing her damnedest to help my son. Don't you call me talk. Listen. I listen to you say nothing. Don't call me ever again talking about somebody else when the accountability is yours. Quit telling me what Miss Bell should be doing. Miss Bell is doing her damnedest with my son. She and I are creating a genius within my son and other students.
I would agree.
Please stop calling me with foolishness. Please stop calling me thinking that you will ever get the upper hand when it's not God and right first. When it's God and right first, I'm always going to win over you. Next time you think about calling me, you better pray to the highest and pray that what you're saying makes sense to him before you call me. Because each time you call me, I tear you down because it's not about what I'm about. I'm about God and I'm about the highest. And you are not going to win over me. Not now, not never. Get off my phone again.
All right, we'll make an agreement that I will not call you the rest of this school year.
I bet you won't call me the rest of this school year. You know why you won't call me the rest of this school year? Because not one issue I've discussed with you has been resolved. You are a pusher to the sider. You have yet to try to make me feel that my son is important. You have yet to make me feel that I am important. Okay? Thank you, baby. That's right. My son is 7 in the background saying, "You go, Mom," because my son listens the way you all call and try to talk to his mother.
Amen, Jesus.
I asked you about my son being taught Black history. You tried to call me about circles and twists and squares.
Okay.
Please stop. Please stop, because you've upset me.
Yes.
You've upset me again.
Yes,
This
you
is
did.
not your... Go in your room. You don't talk to adults like that. Go in there. I don't care what's going on over here. You don't talk to her like that.
All right.
You
This
watch
is
your
the
mouth.
In the conversation.
I
and
bet you
I
are going to end the conversation. Because again, you called and you don't care. They just make you call. You don't care. Oh, you hung up? Of course you did.